Good morning, students. This week we are going to study about History Lesson 4 Intellectual Awakening and Socio-Political Changes. In the last class, we studied Confucianism, Taoism, Confucius, then teachings of Laozi, Zoroastrianism and teachings of Zoroastrianism, and impact of iron technology, religion. These topics we studied. Today we are going to study about Jainism and Buddhism. Who is the founder of Jainism and Buddhism? How was it spread and how it declined? These topics will be studied now here. First, Jainism. In the Gangetic Plain, iron plough agriculture required the use of bullocks. But the indiscriminate killing of cattle for Vedic rituals and sacrifices caused resentment. The founders of Jainism and Buddhism did not prescribe killing as a religious rite. They secured their livelihood mostly by alms. Celibacy and abstinence from holding property made the new teachers much more acceptable than the Brahmin price. The people's resentment about the expensive and elaborate Vedic rituals, animal sacrifice, and the desire for wealth eventually took them towards Jainism and Buddhism. Mahavira and Buddha lived in a life of purity and exemplified simplicity and self-denial. They lived in the times of Bimbisara and Ajatasattu, the famous kings of Magadha. The commercial development of the northern cities like Kausambi, Kaushingara, Benares, Vaishali and Rajagriha added importance to the Vaishyas who turned to Buddhism and Jainism in their eagerness to improve their social status. Jainism. Mahavira. The founder was Mahavira. His birth and life, his early childhood life. Vardhamana Mahavira was born in 599 BC at Gundagrama near Vaishali. His mother was Trishala, a Lichavi princess. He spent his early life as a prince and he was married to a princess named Yashoda. The couple had a daughter. At the age of 30, he left his home and became an ascetic. For over 12 years, Mahamira wandered from place to place, subjecting himself to severe penance and self-mortification. In the 30th year of his asceticism, he acquired the highest knowledge and came to be known as Jaina, that means the conqueror, and Mahavira, that means great hero. Jains believe that Mahavira came in a long line of Tirthankaras and he was the 24th and the last of them. Who was the last Tirthankara? Mahavira. Rishabha was the first Tirthankara and Parshavant the penultimate or the 23rd. Mahavira travelled extensively as a preacher in the kingdoms of Magadha, Videha and Anka. Magadha rulers Bimbisara and Ajatasattu were influenced by his teachings. Thousands of people became his followers. After 30 years of preaching, Mahavira died at Bhavpuri in 527 BC at the age of 72. The statue of Bahubali, known as Gomatiswara, that is 57 feet at Sharavanabelgula in Karnataka, is the tallest Jaina statue ever carved out in India. Teachings of Mahavira. The three principles of Jainism, also known as three Ratnas. What are the three Ratnas? Right faith, right knowledge, and right action. Right faith. Right faith means belief in the teachings and wisdom of Mahavira. Right knowledge. Acceptance of the theory that there is God and the world existed without a creator. Right action. It refers to the Mahavira's observance of the five great vows. The five great vows are ahimsa, honesty, kindness, truthfulness, and not coveting or desiring things belonging to others. Then, spread of Jainism. In order to spread his new faith, Mahavira founded monasteries. The Jaina monks who led a very austere life. In North India, this new faith was patronized by rulers such as Dhanananda, Chandrakta Maurya, and Karavela. There was a notable followers of Jainism in Karnataka and Western India during the 4th century BC. Jainism encouraged the public spirit among all who embraced it. Varna system practiced by Brahmins was challenged. People were spared from the costly and elaborate rituals and sacrifices. Mahavira believed that all objects, both animate and inanimate, have souls and various degrees of consciousness. They possess life and feel pain when they are injured. Then next one, split in Jainism. In course of time, Jainism split into two branches. They are Digambaras and Svetamparas. Digambaras sky-clad and Svetamparas white-clad. Next, decline of Jainism. How is decline? The lack of royal patronage, its sovereignty, factionalism, and spread of Buddhism. These are all the factors led to the decline of Jainism in India. Jaina Kanchi. Jainism was one of the major faiths in the Tamil region during the 7th century AD. The Pallava king Mahendravarman was a Jain. Under the influence of Appar, he got converted to Saivism. Close to the present town of Kanchi, there is a place called Tirupparuthikundram. There we can see Jaina Kanchi, where we can find many Jain temples. One of the important temples, that is Tirupparuthikundram temple, where the ceiling is painted with the life story of Mahavira. Next topic is Buddhism. Founder was Gautama Buddha. Gautama Buddha, his birth and life we can study now. Gautama Buddha was the son of Suddhodana. He was the chief of a Kshatriya clan of the Sakyas of Kapilavastu, present day of Nepal. His given name was Siddhartha. As he belonged to the Sakya clan, he was also known as Sakyamuni. He was born in 567 BC in Lumbini Garden near Kapilavastu. His mother, Mahadevi, died after a few days of his birth, and he was brought up by his stepmother. In order to divert his attention towards worldly affairs, his father got him married at the age of 16 to a princess called Yashodhara. He led a happy married life for some time and had a son by name Rahula. One evening, while Siddhartha was passing through the city, he came across an old man who had been abandoned by his relatives. A sick man crying with pain and a dead body surrounded by weeping relatives. Siddhartha was deeply moved by these sights. He also saw an ascetic who had renounced the world and found no sign of sorrows. These four great sights prompted him to renounce the world and search for the cause of suffering. In 537 BC, he left his palace and went into the forest in search of truth. In the course of his wanderings, he sat under a peepal tree for several days until he attained enlightenment. The place where he attained enlightenment, the Mahabodhi temple, still exists in Bodh Gaya, that is in Bihar. After his enlightenment, Buddha decided to impart his knowledge to the people. He went to Varanasi and gave his first sermon at Sarnath. In the place of Sarnath, his first preaching was done. He preached in the kingdom of Magadha and Kosala. Yet a large number of people became his followers, including his own family. After 45 years of preaching, he breathed his last in 487 BC at Kushinagar, that is near Gorakhpur in Uttar Pradesh, at the age of 80. At the age of 80, he passed away. Now the teachings of Buddhism. Four great truths. There is suffering and sorrow in this world. The cause of human suffering is desire and craving. This pain or sorrow can be removed by suppressing desire and craving. This is to be achieved by leading a disciplined life or by following what Buddha called Noble Eightfold Path. Next, attainment of Nirvana. According to Buddha, a person should aim an attainment of Nirvana or the highest bliss, and it could be achieved by any person by leading a virtuous life and by following the Noble Eightfold Path. What are the Eightfold Path? That is in the third point. Buddha preached a new path to attain the purest state of mind. How can we attain the purest state of mind? We can follow Eightfold Path. First one, right views, right aspirations, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right contemplations or meditation. Buddha preached that he who practices the Eightfold Path can attain the highest and purest state of mind. Then, how the Buddhism spread? Buddha, in order to carry his messages to different parts of India, established the Buddha Sangha or the holy order of monks. The monks Buddhism spread to Central Asia, Sri Lanka, Tibet, Southeast Asia, as well as the eastern countries of China, Mongolia, Korea, Japan, and Vietnam. At last, the split in Buddhism. After some time, Buddhism was split into two. During the reign of Kanishka, the Buddhist monk Nagarjuna initiated reforms in the way of Buddhism was being followed. As a result, Buddhism was split into two as Hinayana and Mahayana. The Hinayana, that is lesser vehicle, was the original creed preached by Buddha. The followers of this form regarded Buddha as their guru and did not worship him as God. They denied idol worship and continued with people's language, Pali. Then Mahayana. Greater vehicle. Buddha was worshipped as God and Bodhisattva as his previous avatar. The followers made images and statues of Buddha and Bodhisattva and offered prayers and recited hymns, mantras in their praise. Later, they wrote their religious books in Sanskrit. This form of Buddhism was patronized by Kanishka. After some time, Buddhism declined. Reasons are Buddhism declined in India due to the following reasons. First one, Buddhism was popular in the beginning because it was preached in people's language. That at that time, people in that area, people spoke Pali language. The later texts were written in Sanskrit, which was difficult for the common people to understand. The split in Buddhism into Hinayana and Mahayana, another reason. Image worship in Mahayana made no difference between Hinduism and Buddhism. Third point, Buddhism lost its royal patronage during the reign of Guptas. The last point, final point, further, the invasions of Huns and Turks almost wiped out Buddhism. These are all the points to decline Buddhism.